Officials are investigating a strange occurrence that has baffled evening commuters. What started out as a regular day on the job for Ernst Becker, driver of a cargo truck, quickly turned into an out-of-this-world experience. This footage from the highway's closed-circuit cameras gives a glimpse of what happened. The truck was momentarily lifted off the highway, then dropped back on the ground.
I've been flooded lately in the last couple of days with people telling me about unusual preparation in the Puerto Rico region. And again, I don't know if this is just internet rumors but people are telling me that people in Puerto Rico are aware of things like body bags and, coffins and stuff being shipped and stored in Puerto Rico.
Sí dicen que funcionarios federales han señalado que el área de FEMA, o sea, la región 3, que cubre la zona este, la costa este de Estados Unidos, vamos a hablar de Washington, D.C., Delaware, Maryland, Pensilvania, Virginia Occidental, Nueva York, pues se prepara en silencio.
That looks like a military jet to me, guys. Spraying pretty damn heavy. Look at that guy spraying.
With thermonuclear weapons, like the Ohio-class submarines, which can do that job, it's one of the few capabilities on this planet that can do that kind of job. Every nation, many nations have these capabilities now. But a thermonuclear war actually is one from which civilization could never recover. And therefore, stopping this president, the United States president, and stopping the British, who are the chief perpetrators. Sarkozy is just one of the added features of this. These people are threatening humanity with extinction. And that's what we have to see, and that's what we have to stop. In the near future, of a threatened thermonuclear war, it would be launched essentially by the United States under Obama, but actually the direction would come from the British, because Obama's not really that bright. He's simply a stooge for the British, essentially. And that's why things happen the way they do. Now, what the threat is, the only war that's threatened, is to induce the United States, under the reign of Obama as a British stooge, to launch a thermonuclear war with Russia, China, India, and other countries largely in the Asia region. The intention is to do it soon. It was actually the intention to do this last year, shortly after the killing of Libya's president, Gaddafi. But our people, our patriots, and people in some other countries combined forces to postpone the intention to launch that war. The war is still being pushed. It's not been brought through. And Russia and China and India are taking steps to try to minimize this problem. But the danger here is very few people understand it. I know that our leading military figures do understand it, but they don't want to say it publicly because the effect would be to panic people. Because they're government. I am not government, even though I have my ties into our government, which there. But I can say it. What you're looking at one day, it could possibly be the Israeli launching of an attack on Iran could start it, because a set of alliances would then go clicking into action. And you would very soon be at the threat of a thermonuclear war. Now, the characteristic of a thermonuclear war, when full-scale weapons, say the Ohio-class submarines in the Pacific or the South region of waters, unleashes their full-scale attack of their capacity, their fire capacity, then Russia and China, in particular, will, the minute the signal of that launch has occurred from the hands of Britain and the United States, then they'll take an action. Now, the result of that, which is very few people understand, is that when you unleash a thermonuclear war, you have to go all the way. Your objective is such because of the effects of thermonuclear weapon systems. You go for a kill, a total kill with the first shot, with as much as you've got. But immediately, Russia, for example, in this case, or China, would have to immediately respond with their full thermonuclear kill capability. Now, this kind of process leads into a threatened extermination of the human species. What does it do? Well, that depth of explosion will have side effects which will make the planet essentially uninhabitable. Foodstuffs will essentially disappear because the source of them will be crippled. And it could be the extinction of the human species. That's how far it can go. Now, those who are responsible in our military circles know this, and I don't ask them to say it. I can say it. The facts are there, and I would hope people just look in the direction to recognize. The only way I can see that now we can have an assured avoidance of a thermonuclear war this year or very soon afterward, more likely this year, would be to remove Obama from office on grounds of his mental incompetence. And he is mentally incompetent. The evidence is there. Remove him from office. And that would mean that our government would no longer be under the compulsion of a British agent, Obama, to launch this war. And without the United States' participation in such a thermonuclear launch, which no other nation really has, then you cannot have this war. And that's the only solution. And the dumb Americans who continue to support Obama, and unfortunately we don't have anything on the Republican side. We have Republicans who could be qualified to replace Obama, but they're not running right now, unfortunately. And we have some Democrats who also could do the right job, but they are not running, or they're just keeping behind the scenes. But the point is, unless we remove Obama from office very soon, I don't see that there's much possibility of avoiding a thermonuclear war. There probably are options, but they're not clearly defined options. There are too many catches in the whole process.